you feel up to it. So I very hardcore experienced that when I had the twins. I haven't this time, and I think it's because I'm so busy with work. I think the thing that I'm struggling the most with is like making time for everybody I love. I feel like Kevin gets the short end of the stick a little bit. Some of my good friends get the short end of the stick. And I know I'll have more time at some point, but I'm also just trying to take every moment I can, knowing he's my last. But yeah, I think all of us, right? Do I speak for all of us? Kind of like we find ourselves in motherhood and we lose ourselves in motherhood at the same time. It's weird. So if you're up for it, you can actually start now. There's a ton of tips in Slam Pregnancy to prepare you for delivery and recovery. There's an entire 4th trimester section. And then you can start with Core Basics Level 1 as soon as you feel up to it. So now you could start, but definitely if you want to be more conservative, you could get it around the 6-week mark, but totally up to you. So here in Arizona, kids go back to school like the first week of August. So Nikki had actually invited me to the one in August, and I was like, girl, I can't. My kids are going back to school. It's like mayhem right around then. But the mid-July one is feasible for me, so fingers crossed we get enough interest, and then I will be out there in July. I just to like not be in the hot Arizona heat for a few days sounds lovely. So let us know if you're interested, because we really are going to try to pull that off. So Core Basics is intended to teach you the basics. I think of it kind of like a checklist for some people. If you can go through and you're not seeing any doming or coning or feeling pressure, and you can move through the exercises, there's only 6 levels, feel free to move along. But those are kind of like the fundamental foundational positions that I need you to understand how to manage your core within. So I know it's boring and it takes a little bit of time, especially if you don't master it right away. But it really is important. It's like laying a foundation for your house. Like, if you don't lay a good foundation, your house will crumble. So this is my way, virtually, to lay as good of a foundation as I can for you. All right, story time. I was not able to work out during my twin pregnancy from week 12 on. 12 weeks of pregnancy, I went and did a really hard CrossFit workout shortly thereafter, and I'm not saying the two are linked at all, but shortly thereafter, I started spotting. I went to the ER, they checked me, they're like, your cervix is still closed, sent me home. About a week or 2 later, I started like bleeding, like I'm talking like pools of blood. Go back in, and they basically put me on pelvic floor rest, which meant I could not have sexy time and I could not exercise. It was kind of modified bed rest. I was able to like get up and do little things around the house, but I had to lay down a lot. So the amount of just like muscle that I lost and like not having my outlets, I almost said 2 outlets. I do. Like they're both outlets. Not having my 2 outlets, it was a rough, long pregnancy. Okay, I kind of botched it. Nikki messaged me and she was like, hey girl, the retreat is actually like a fraction of the price you just quoted. Even with me overpricing the quote, we got a bazillion emails instantly, which tells me there's interest, so we went ahead and booked it. Summer is soon, so legit, there was a lot of interest. If you guys want to do this retreat with me and Nikki over the Bell Method, strength, Pilates, pelvic health, chilling with each other for 2 days straight, I would jump on it, because a lot of interest, and like I said, I botched that pricing. So it's better than you think. Here's a link with all kinds of details, and you can go ahead and plug in details that you have interest, and then someone will reach out to you to help you book. So like 90% of you said that you are experiencing a loss of identity with motherhood. It's really normal. But a resource I wanted to share with you, because it's really common, and it can help to feel normal and seen in these things, is Ashrina over at Psyched Mommy. She is such a wealth of information and like normalizes so much of the pre and postpartum phases of our lives. for us. If you don't follow her, definitely do. Just lots of resources, and you know, it's normal. Yeah, it's normal to feel joy and also like some loss and sadness. Are you feeling sadness? Sadness? No, go ahead. Grope all you want. Oh my god. Oh! I was born with a good set of eyelashes. That said, I do put castor oil on them most nights, and I swear to God, it's so inexpensive. It's like dirt cheap. It works better than any eyelash serum, and it just like protects and keeps them healthy. So 10 out of 10. Don't sleep on that castor oil. At this point, we have about 130 recipes. I'm always looking to add to that. So be on the lookout. We try and add them, you know, quarterly or so. And all kinds of categories: lunch, dinner, snacks, you name it. 20 minutes and under, Cove. Mom life is legit. Tonight I just ate bean burgers standing up at the counter. No sides, just bean burgers because we're sad. I find push-ups on an elevated surface better than on your knees. It's going to put your spine in a better position. A lot of times when you drop to your knees, you kind of like arch your back and like puff out like this, which is going to decrease core engagement. And I want to get you really strong at like having tension throughout your entire body. Like push-ups are a chest and upper body exercise, but they're also very much a total body exercise. So don't sleep on the elevated push-up. And then you can drop your surface lower and lower and lower as you get stronger. It's not necessarily the Peloton per se, but if you are doing a lot of high intensity exercise, it pisses off your body. It just does. And it can create an increase in cortisol, which can increase belly fat. So I would see how you feel alternating them or taking more rest days. Friendly little suggestion.